Hello there, and welcome. Some of you may recognize the cloak, and if you do, you know what's going on. For those of you who don't know, this is the DM's cloak. I am back today with an announcement. So, as some of you may remember, a while back on my channel, we did a D&D campaign. It ran for 7 sessions, and then there was a non-canonical 8th session that ran. The campaign has been in hiatus ever since. That was over 2 years ago. Today, I am bringing information that campaign is returning, but changing at the same time. I remember making an announcement back then. I don't remember what I said in it, but here's the updated information. A Tale of Two Dragons is now becoming a Tale of Two Dragons and beyond. We are going further than just the 2 original planned parts. The logos that were seen during the announcements and update videos have been modified, updated, replaced. Also, when the campaign starts back up and when it starts getting posted again, we are restarting from session 1. However, the characters that have remained will, the story will stay where we were, basically. The 2 characters that remain, if they remain, the 2 players are staying. We're not sure if they're keeping their characters or not. But the storyline is staying where it was. However, we are starting the session counter back at session 1, and the characters will start at level 3. So if you want to watch the 15 hours worth of content that is the first 7 sessions, feel free to go back and do that. At least I believe it's level 3 is where they're still at. I know where I am catching back up to create the recap, which I'll talk about in a moment. I know they're level 3 right now. I'm pretty sure we ended, they were still level 3. But we're going to restart the session counter. We're going to start a brand new playlist. It's going to be listed as a podcast on YouTube. And this will be the first episode, or the first video in that playlist. There's going to be a recap that comes soon, TM. I'm not sure when I'm going to get that finished. I still have to finish going through the content that we've already done. Which, like I said, it's 15 hours worth of content. But either way, I have a lot of the recap written up. I need to finalize it, and then I'm going to record it so that you guys don't need to watch all of it if you don't want to. So expect that coming soon. But characters will be level 3 when we start session 1. I'm not expecting the campaign to actually start for another couple months, maybe. We'll see how things play out. But all events that have taken place have already taken place. We will be introducing at least 2 new characters, or 2 new players with their 2 new characters, and the 2 players that remain may or may not keep their characters. That's not entirely decided yet. We'll see what happens. But I mentioned earlier that there is now more than just the original 2 parts. So for those that remember, or if you don't know, if you're new to what's going on here, A Tale of Two Dragons is a conversion module that I am running. And it is a conversion between Dragon of Icepire Peak, which is part 1, and Lost Mines of Phandelver, which is part 2. They can be run in either order. I have decided to run Dragon of Icespire Peak first, and the players are about a third of the way through that campaign at this point. Dragon of Icespire Peak for part 1 was supposed to be a level 1 to level 6 campaign. They're level 3 right now, so level-wise they're halfway through, but content-wise they're about a third of the way through. Lost Mines of Phandelver will take it up to level 10 or 11, somewhere in that range. I don't remember exactly where it is, but that was also a 1 to 5 or 1 to 6 campaign that is being upscaled a little bit. So the encounters are going to be harder. I might change the rewards as well that they get. But all of that, the encounters are going to be harder for them to scale with what level they are, since they will be starting that campaign at level 6 and running it till either 10 or 11, somewhere in that range. And then I have taken it a step further, and I have now added a third part to the campaign. I have added a modified version of Light of Xaryxis. Light of Xaryxis is a new campaign module from the Spelljammer set. So it takes place in space, which is very interesting. I thoroughly enjoyed the campaign module and the new features to D&D that come with it. So I have decided to append it to the end of this campaign, and we're going to run it. It's also going to be upscaled because it is originally 6 to 10 campaign, I think, or something like that. So I have scaled it up to start either at 10 or 11. Some slight changes need to be made depending on what level they actually are when they start that campaign, and it'll run till about level 15, I think. So this is gonna be a long campaign. It's all milestone based. It's not XP based, and I'm not sure how it's gonna run. I know before it was. I tried to have it as more of a serious campaign, but there were some components to how we ran it that didn't allow it to be a fully serious campaign. There's a lot of playfulness, playful nonsense that was going on, kind of. So I'm not sure how loose I'm gonna let the campaign run. We are recording it for you guys as a podcast, so we want you guys to be able to enjoy it, enjoy listening to it, even watching it, because I'll do the same thing I did before. The Roll20 maps will be the video. I will do my best to keep them in frame. I know I had some issues with that in the past, rewatching through it, but I will do my best to keep the maps in frame for you guys. And then, I mean, we'll see how it goes. But I hope you guys are excited. I know 2 of my players are. I'm pretty excited. I'm starting to work on it, polish everything back up. And Roll20 has been updated since we last did this, so there's a lot of fun new features, a new look to Roll20. So stay tuned, guys. If you're excited to see it and you're not already, go ahead and subscribe. Like the video. It's going to mean a lot. Please, if you're actually looking forward to this, leave a like. Let me know that you guys are excited to see this come back. But yeah, stay tuned. Turn on notifications. You'll see when the videos start coming out, when the recap gets posted, and hopefully I'll have more information by the time the recap gets posted. But thank you guys, and we will see you soon with more A Tale of Two Dragons and beyond. Take care.